Say hey and welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Alongside me is the illustrious Dabby Cab.
What
Dabby,
up? What up? What up?
how are you doing over there, my man?
Oh man, good. Had a fun night last night on Razor's show. I know you popped in. It was a good time, but ready to get back to work today. Ready to make
Yes,
some damn money, right?
yeah. It was a good time. Yesterday's action was interesting. We'll get right into it. Right into a set and right into.
Do,
I don't know what I'm
do,
trying to say
do you
anymore.
want me to go ahead and now blame you for Verlander, or wait till we talk about it?
Well, as I was trying to say earlier, let's try to get right into this episode as always, and let's thank the people of Baltimore. As always, let's get into Say Hey Play 17 now. Say Hey Plays 17. All right, here we are. Let's recap our plays from yesterday, or my plays, I guess. But we'll give out a shout out to the chat. As always, thanks to everyone watching. Watching as always. Fap win in here, shouting out Otto for his good game yesterday. Yeah, pretty surprising. Not bad. We'll see what we can get here. Sabino Anguano, appreciate you, my man. Man Bear Pig, Moose Money, Sharon Pullman, Tim Montana. The White Sox man were brutal. I know. Mr. Vape in the house, Rez Mob, Jedi for Life, Houston, motherfuckers. I know. We'll talk about them here in a second, too. Teflon Dog, Jedi for Life, Verlander, motherfucker. Yeah, I know.
Jose's fault. I will explain in a minute.
Well,
He basically
he's such an asshole. I mean,
Dude, look.
I can't stand the man.
You tweeted it out and you tagged me in it that you were on him, and I know why, because we had the conversation about Verlander, and as soon as I saw that, I stayed good vibes and I retweeted. I was like, let's go. But what I wanted to say was, God damn it, Jose, because I told you the moment you sent me that, I texted you. I said, if you don't do something, make some kind of sacrifice to the baseball gods, we're gonna lose. And I know you didn't do it. And then the way we lost, if you can't see that that's like supernatural, I mean.
Unbelievable. It's me, Dabby, and Jimmy who all have Houston first five on Razor's show. We're all watching 3-1, and then just hit back-to-back home runs to fucking sink us with just like slapdicks. I think it was Ramil Tapia and someone else. I don't even remember off the top of my head. It was horrible.
Bro, and the second one went 320 feet. Like, it was a little pop out to opposite field, to left field, and it barely got out. But, I mean, it got out. It is what it is. But, it's on you. If you would have just done something for the baseball gods. And I told you ahead. So they slapped us in the face and made it really hurt, too.
Yeah, so yesterday I went 3-3-1 with a push. As always, it's very frustrating to get a push, but the Mets, that's what the Mets do. I was down a little under some juice, negative units, or negative 0.4 units, I should say. First five, Cincinnati under 4.5. I lose on a run in the fifth inning, sickening. Dodgers first five was the only good thing that happened to me yesterday. Cab, I had your voice echoing in my head. Nick Martinez sucks. He fucking shoves for four, basically 5 innings.
He gave up 4 walks in 2 innings and got out of it. He walked the bases loaded and didn't give up a run. Again, he's tipped.
He's been doing that the whole year, and I'm going to keep fading him. I'm going to continue fading him. I mean, it worked this time, but it took 2 miracle home runs in the 5th innings from the Dodgers. Shout out to my boy Mookie Betts.
Yes.
I hit the White Sox Minnesota Twins under. I felt like that was the best play of the day. That was really easy. Bailey over and Kopech. We're going to talk about Houston. Disgusting. I had the Phillies first five -0.5. It ends 1-1. Freddie Peralta goes out there and shoves. Good for Freddie. I was happy to see him shove. I didn't think he was going to. Yeah. But sickening that it was 1-1, of course. Boston team total over 3.5. I feel like was my best decision on yesterday's show with Connor Mack. I got on the Red Sox when he said 3.5 was a team total. I literally made it like a orgasm noise. And
I did that with one of the teams today. I couldn't help it.
Yeah,
yeah. Well, I saw the 3.5 with who's pitching, and we'll get into it. But I'm talking about the A's, right? I know they can't hit. People are probably already thinking I'm crazy. But just like Nick Martinez, I will continue to fade Martin Perez. But we'll get into that.
I'm excited for that. That might be an addition now that you mention it. And from New York Mets, first 5 pushes. Cab, any action for you yesterday?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd have to pull it up. I had 3 plays. I was on the Astros with you, like you just said. So, that sucked. But Other than that, I had the first 5 over in the Rangers and the A's game. You know, Texas got that in the second inning by themselves. I'm not going to back Texas. You won't see me out here backing the Rangers. It's not going to happen. But I will take team total overs or unders, not ever an under. I'm just saying I will play them another way, right? Just not behind them. And I actually liked the Rangers yesterday. So I went with that first 5 over. And then I had the Dodgers first 5 also. And you covered that in the Astros. So 2-1, you know, not the best, but anytime it's positive, I'll take it.
Yeah, I agree with you. You guys can see the total season record on the screen right there, so I won't have to get into it right now. It's successful, so we won't talk about it.
Beautiful, man.
Let's move right along here. We've got our first game on the docket. The Cleveland Guardians versus the New York Yankees here. Cal Quantrill, Nestor Cortez, Nasty Nestor as they're calling him. Some people are saying that my mustache is trying to aspire to be Nestor. And I would say you're accurate. You would be right in that assessment. Nestor Cortez, last time out, absolutely dominated the Baltimore Orioles at the Orioles. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 12 Ks, including an immaculate inning, a walk, no earned runs. But unfortunately, the Yankees still lost that game, I believe. So you hated to see that. His first outing of the year was 4 1/3 versus Toronto. 3 hits, 5 Ks, no earned runs. Summary, Nestor Cortez has been fantastic. He's been exactly what the Yankees need. Just give me 5 innings. 5 innings, 6 innings, and then give me that fucking lights-out bullpen with whoever said it earlier. I forgot your name already. I apologize. But Michael King's been one of the best relievers in baseball. Him and another pitcher who's going to start today for a certain baseball team. Cal Quantrill, on the other side, a pitcher I do like too. I think he's a quality pitcher. Last time out against the San Francisco Giants, we all know how they do against lefties. He's a righty, so he did pretty well against them. So it's an impressive start for him. 4 2/3, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 Ks. Coming off a start at Kansas City, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2. Well, it's the exact same start except for 5 hits or five innings instead of 4 innings. Right now, both these teams are 10th for the Cleveland Guardians against righties at 119 runs created plus, and the Yankees are a 97 weighted runs created plus. Summary, I would flare first glance. I was looking at an under here. That was my first look at it. I wanted to look at it, and I'll look at it again. Cab, do you have any action on this game already? Because I don't.
No action, man. And I think you did a good job breaking this one down. It's just, and what's funny is I wrote down lean under. I'm not going to play this game, but you know, after hearing you go into it again and just thinking about it, like these guys are good. These pitchers are good. Both of them have done good. Cortez feels like a time bomb waiting to explode for me. I don't know why, but he just does. Man, they pitched against shit teams to start the year for the most part, right? Like you just said, Kansas City, and then who was it that you said Cortez had his good start against? Like these aren't good hitting teams, right? Not saying that they're not major league hitters. I'm just saying like today they're going to have more of a test than what they've had. I don't want anything to do with this, man. And all the way down at 7.5, like I could see why you'd think under, but man, 3.5 runs. If you can get 3.5 runs in the first 5, like I don't know. I might like that, but I'm not going to do it.
Jedi for Life is thinking what I'm thinking as well here. Yankees first 5 under, full game under, best play. I think I'm gonna add the Yankees Cleveland first 5 under here. First 5 under 4 is going to be my play on this one. And let me double check the line on our friends at Bovada right now. It is -110. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that and make that official.
Anybody who looks into unders, make sure that if you really like one side better than the other, make sure you're checking the team totals because there's some more value in those sometimes. Shout out again to Nutflush for helping me start to recognize that your team totals have a lot of value sometimes.
Yeah, and honestly, I think it's I don't know if it's balls. It kind of scares me sometimes to take a one team total under, like a 3.5 or something like that. You know,
right.
Traditionally you would think that if you think I'm going to take the under 4 here, I don't think they're going to score at all here in the first 5 innings, basically. And then you give a good bullpen to the Yankees. You think about it, but you know, that's what it is. And by the way, 5 mile an hour right left wind in New York right now, so I'm not particularly worried about that. So first 5 under for me here, Jedi for Life. And Jedi for Life, by the way, says Josh Donaldson hits Q over a half hit, minus 150 for him too. Next game, Alex Wood and the San Francisco Giants versus Aaron Sanchez. They recently announced Aaron Sanchez. I didn't even write anything down for my man Aaron Sanchez, so I was very not interested in this game at all, to be honest with you. Alex Wood on the mound, someone I do not particularly like this year, to be honest. He's pitched pretty well so far. At Cleveland, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 walks, 5 Ks, no earned runs. At the Guardians versus the Padres, 4 1/3, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, a home run, 6 Ks, and a walk. I mean, those are good numbers so far, so you got to respect the man. I didn't think he was going to come out here and pitch as well as he is. This lineup for the obvious Giants is not something to write home about. And Aaron Sanchez is a reclamation project at this point. You know, he's bounced around Blue Jays, blisters, where he's going to go. He was at the Giants at one point. I thought they could reclaim him, and obviously if they couldn't do it, then who knows what the Nationals are going to do here. So I'm off this game entirely.
When did they switch pitchers on this?
For a while, it was undecided. I guess I should say it was undecided, and then like last night they didn't have it announced, and then this morning for a while they didn't have it announced, and then I think it was probably like an hour ago they probably announced Aaron Sanchez. On Bovada, I looked and it was Aaron Sanchez, and now if you look on Baseball Savant, his name's on there. So
okay, well I had this capped with Espino on it. Is that how you say his name?
It's probably Espinal, but yeah, I think we just skipped this game entirely, Cav.
I made a play on it. I will say that. So, and I mean,
that's voided.
Yeah. So I'll get real quick to it, man. I get what you're saying with Wood, man, but just kind of one of the things you'll hear me come back to is an overall career, right, and progression type thing. You know, he's a 3.48 career ERA guy. He's strong. And he keeps the long ball down. Like he pitches the contact very well. So you hear me talk about hits. He'll give up hits, which usually I'm trying to find pitchers that miss the barrel a little better. But he gets good contact, right? He gets ground balls. And I liked what I watched last time. I was against him last time, and I was paying close attention, and he beat me. And this isn't just he beat me. I'm going with him. I really liked what I saw. The Nationals, they can't hit much right now, or probably most of the season. And they live or die by the long ball too, right? What I'm sitting here saying. So I got first 5 San Francisco. I got it at minus half a run at minus 110. It might have changed now because, like I said, I capped this with a different pitcher in the game. I don't know how I missed that.
Yeah, so that bet's going to be voided for you, but you can rebet it, obviously, with Aaron Sanchez. Let me know if you do end up making that official by the end.
So I think what my dumbass did was I capped this last night before I went to bed, just this one. I capped a couple, and then I sat down and didn't recheck it like a smart person would do. And so I just kind of went more into the numbers, and I played it this morning, so I think I'm locked.
Interesting. Well, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. By the way, shout out to Dutch Boy Fresh making an appearance on the chat. Chatty Cab and Jose. Oh, say hey, Jose. I believe that's supposed to say. Dutch, I'm glad that you're alive, and hopefully you're still alive from working all these 7 days a week from this NBA. I hope you're on the Celtics today, too. Time Lord's coming back, so be aware of that. All right, next game is the double dip for us. Colorado Rockies, Tigers. We talked about this game yesterday. Senzatella versus Skubal. And I guess after having 24 hours to think about this game, I think I want to bet the under in this game too. First, okay. Senzatella dominant this year so far. 1-0, 2.616 record, or ERA, I should say. Versus the Cubs, 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, an earned run, 2 Ks. Versus the Dodgers, he has 4 runs, only 1 of them earned, in 3 1/3, 9 hits, 1 walk, no Ks against the Dodgers. A very respectable lineup there. His first start on the road, that's the start that would scare me. Skubal here. You know, I've told everyone I'm not a big Skubal guy. I guess I could put my faith in him here on a first 5 under, full game under perhaps, but I think I would just lean to that first 5 under, and then perhaps Detroit first 5 minus a half, money line first 5. I think those are the ways you go. You obviously don't want to take the Tigers bullpen. That's a very suspect thing back there. And it's just something you got to think about the whole time. Right now, the Tigers are 24th versus right-handed pitching, 81 weighted runs created plus, so below average there. So I just think that this would be an under game for me here. Remember, and right now I saw a stat actually from Alex Fast, one of those guys that does all the overlays for pitches and stuff that I follow. Lowest batting average since like 1936 right now in the league overall, like 236.
Since when?
Since like 1936. I can pull up the exact tweet.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? What?
It's been a long time. I'll pull up the exact tweet for us, but go ahead.
Numbers aren't supposed to align with stuff from 1936, man.
Yeah, it's I'm telling everyone, I think it's one of those things though. The balls are not juiced anymore, unfortunately, and well, I wouldn't say unfortunately. I don't know if the juice balls.
Yeah, give me some of this action, man. I want to pitch it right now.
But I was wrong, by the way. I misspoke. It wasn't 1936. It was actually 1871. I apologize. There are currently 56 batters hitting at or below 200. The league batting average as a whole is 231. That is the lowest batting average in the history of baseball, dating back to 1871.
That is insane, man. That is the craziest stat that I've heard. Seriously. Man, I agree with what you were saying on this one. I have no play in it. If I was going to play the under, though, I think you said it. Like, I'd look at the first five. I know you might be looking at both, but I'm not putting my money behind this Tigers bullpen, man. That's not going to happen, right? I also think the first five on the Tigers might be a really good look here. Again, it's a pass, so I'm not going to go too in depth in it unless somebody asks a question or something, because I know we got a bunch of games and trying to keep it moving, so I'll shut up.
Shout out to Moose Money for the stats in there. Moose Money, great pitching coach. Get with Moose Money and Cab, and you'll throw a no-hitter in no time.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
No time.
When are you going to work with me to throw 70, bro?
You know, that has not many people have talked about that, and my arm, I think, thanks everyone for not mentioning that anymore. I think this is a very weekend topic of us, I guess. Does Jose Bouquett throw 70?
Right, 2 weeks. I promise you I could get you to throw 70. I thought about it.
Well, I was thinking about it in my prime. I was like probably barely touching 70 to 75. And I was like,
just give me 2 weeks.
75 now or 70 now? No
bro,
way.
You're tall enough. I'll get you throwing over the top. I'll get your arm back, bro. Like, yeah, you'll throw 70.
That sounds like pain. That sounds like pain.
It is. It is very painful.
Next game on this docket is the second half of this doubleheader. Austin Gomber versus, we'll just call him Bo. I'm entirely off in this game. There's no line on this game. I want nothing to do with it. Watch the first game of the doubleheader and make decisions there. Cab, agreement?
No. Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep it moving there. Pittsburgh Pirates, Chicago Cubs, Zach Thompson versus Kyle Hendricks. Kyle Hendricks at home. That's what you got to know.
Mm-hmm.
Total runs 10 right now, but that's for a reason. Dabby, 17 mile per hour winds out. My goodness. Cannot do that. Right now, Zach Thompson on the bump for the fucking Buccos. 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 6 earned runs, 4 walks, 5 Ks. Not what you want to see there. Coming off a opening start for him versus these Chicago Cubs. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 Ks, a walk. Pittsburgh Pirates right now 16th versus righties at 98, a little below average, so the 100 mark. Cubs right now are sitting at 10th, 110, so 10% above average against righties. Right now, we've seen Kyle Hendricks a bunch now. This will be his 4th start. 75. By the way, I saw 75 from Moose. Jose got 70 if there's 65 mile an hour winds. That's funny, Moose.
Just give me 2 weeks with them.
Tampa Bay Rays last time out for Kyle Hendricks, 4 1/3 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks for the Professors, 2 walks. That was a bounce back start versus these Pirates. We all know Kyle Hendricks is not good on the road. 3 2/3, 7 hits, 6 earned runs, 4 walks, 4 Ks versus the Pirates last time out. And he's minus 170 for a reason here. I would lean towards the Cubs. The wind blowing out makes me very sketchy of any unders here. I obviously don't want to be on an over because of the reason I said earlier. So I'm off this game entirely. I'll just be interested to see how Kyle Hendricks manages the wind. We all know he used to ball. He's a guy that tries to get people to make soft contact. So
Yeah.
I will not be excited to watch. So no thanks.
No, I think somebody in the chat said 95% of the money's on the Cubs here too, which is, never something that we want to be with is 95% of the money. I guess unless it wins, then it doesn't matter. But I think the only way that I could look here is with the Cubs and Hendricks, and I'm not going to do that. I could give you reasons why, but for me, this is a stay off also.
By the way, Dutch has the under on 70. He says, look at these little arms.
Yeah. It's all about the arm whip, bro. I don't need big arms. Big arms actually make you it's not as easy to throw. That's why pitchers only use free weights. Like you'll never see us using like a bench or something like that.
Shout out to my friend Petey. He was like 5'4", 100 pounds our junior year. And then he decided to he was a good baseball player too. And then he decided to figure out what a weight room was. And he came back at 5'4", like 170 and yoked and just not flexible and just couldn't throw a baseball anymore. It was hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. You lose your range of motion.
It was very funny. Next game on the docket is a game that I've got a bet on here. Ooh. Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. And I'm backing the Twins here. I'm doing it. I'm
okay. I want to hear.
He's just like Ted Bundy, man. He's a fucking murderer. He's got those bad intentions. But he just sweet talk you with all these good starts right now. Just sweet talk you and bring you in. And I'm in.
All right, well, sweet talk me and get me in, man, because I leaned on the Twins, but I didn't pull.
I'm on the first 5 minus a half here. Plus 105 is what I got it at. I believe it's at minus 105 now. So money coming in on the Twins, as you see. So that first of all makes me feel better. We'll start with Vince Velasquez. First of all, he's cheeks. We'll start there. 4 2/3 innings pitch, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 3 walks, 5 Ks versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Last time out again versus the Seattle, or I should say his first time out, 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 on a run, 3 walks, 2 Ks. Both of those starts at the friendly confines. His first start on the road here. Think he's going to get touched up by a Twins offense we all thought was going to be better this year, if we can be frank. Right now they're 20th against righties, 90 WRC plus, 10% below average. And I think this is the kind of guy that they could get right with. I believe Connor said yesterday this very same thing about Pat Corbin and the Giants, the last hitting team against righties. And Pat Corbin got his tits ripped and officially is in the graveyard for me, along with Reed Detmers, by the way. He is also in the graveyard for me. Didn't bet them, thankfully, but I'm out.
Okay, put Verlander in there because I'm going to be back on him, and I need you to stay off of him unless you're going to, get some rum and stuff for the baseball gods.
Well, we'll see what happens with good old Justin. Next time.
He's like, that pitch, he did pretty damn good. I'm probably,
he can't pitch at home. That's the issue. His ballpark's too small. He gives up all those shitty home runs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I took Minnesota first 5 here. Dylan Bundy has been phenomenal this year. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. Again, the all-important 0 walks versus the Boston Red Leggings. 5 1/3 innings, 5 innings pitched, 1 hit versus the Seattle Mariners. 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 Ks, no earned runs to start off his year. And the White Sox, the all-important White Sox against righties, man. Second to last against righties right now. 61. It's shocking. It's shocking. They're so good against lefties that it's just remarkable that they're so bad against righties. Just so bad. And that seems like such an easy fix for everyone. Just don't throw lefties against the White Sox anymore, guys. And that's why I don't want to bet on the White Sox in the playoffs. That's this thing that scares me. I'm high on this White Sox team.
You're thinking about the playoffs right now, bro. We're 150 games away from the playoffs.
They're going to win this division, no problem. But that's why I'm just saying I don't want to bet this White Sox squad going in the playoffs and all that stuff. And I'm not going to bet them here. I think the Twins give me at least 3 runs off of Vince. And I think Dylan Bundy can hold it down there. 3 runs off of Vince, and we're chilling there. So first 5 minus a half. I got a plus 105 right now. It's at minus 105 on Bovada. And by the way, Moose Money asking a good question. I was on fucking Tony La Russa all year last year. I was pretty baffled that he he didn't handle the situation well. Yermin Mercedes was a great player for them, and he squeezed them out. But he's talking about how did old man Lewis handle the post-game locker room? Did he go to sleep? Or did he go get off my lawn mode? I don't know. And by the way, Anthony's talking playoffs.
Yeah.
Playoffs.
Hey, so, Martin in the chat said it. I'm not going to play it over here, but, dude, I really want the Twins first 5 also. Bundy's track record scares me, man. He's a decent enough pitcher. He can do good. He's shown that he can do good, right? This year it's cool what he's done. Just his past scares me a little bit. But that being said, Velasquez, man, he is not someone that I want to back in any way, shape, or form. I could see him just getting blown out of the park within 3 or 4 innings this game, like easily. And I think it was Moose who said it. Man, the White Sox, they're playing Little League defense. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Man, they are, man. They just –
Tim Anderson. Yikes. Tim Anderson's got 6 errors on his own, leading the league.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. They just – like, I can't get – you won't catch me – as a pitcher, man, you don't want to pitch if you don't trust your defense. That shit sucks. Like, it's one of the worst feelings in the world. You feel like you have to throw a perfect pitch, like down and in or on the corner, and if you miss, even a ground ball might or might not get fielded. It's a horrible, like, mental place to be. So, yeah, I really like the Twins here. I might come back to that and get on it with you.
I agree with you wholeheartedly there. And by the way, Anthony going the New York parlay, the hurt my feelings parlay, as I'll call it. Yankees money line, Nets money line, parlay plus 150.
Hey, there's no feelings in business, Jose. You got to make that money.
By the way, JPZ asking a good question. Is Tim Anderson suspended? He did get a sussy for flicking off the fans. And by the way, it was very funny on the clip of it. It's quiet, of course. I think
I didn't see it.
Well, they were playing in Detroit, I believe. I fucking already forgot where it was, but it was empty. And the one fan, of course, there you can hear him clearly say something, and Tim Anderson just fucking flicks him off.
Well, that's a good response, bro.
And just
that fan
thing. He did get the MLB, or I should say MLB, handed him a suspension, but he's appealing it. And I think, honestly, Tim Anderson's going to be like, motherfucker, Kyrie did, like, so many things worse than me.
Yeah.
He got a $50 fine. What? So I think it'll be something like that. But I think he's currently appealing it, and he'll still be playing today, thankfully. But that is very funny. Ricky Bobby says, do you like the under 8.5 here? And someone else, I think it was Rance, might stay under, but it could be a sweat.
Yeah, see, that's –
I agree. I think Velasquez, if he has a good start, it'd be a good against this Twins team who not the best hitting, like we said, should be better. But we'll see here. We'll see here. I don't hate that look at all. I don't hate the under 8.5 and the under first 5 under either.
I'm not gonna make this official, especially because it's split. And I know this might sound weird, but if just what my capping for this has told me, if I was gonna do under, it would be first 5, and if I was gonna do it over, it would be full game. I mean,
interesting. Yeah, the Twins bullpen is not something I want to sink my teeth into. So there are many bullpens I do. I'll admit that. Next game on the card here, Brewers, Phillies. My old friend Zach Wheeler again, and I fucking hate myself, Cap. I hate myself. I fucking fade him the first time. I live bet it after he struggles the first inning, dominates from then on out. I win off the skin of my ass. Second start against fucking Miami, I said I would probably fucking bet Miami. I don't bet him, and he gets his shit rocked as expected. Okay. He's not good away. It's just one of those things. 3 innings pitch, 8 hits, 7 earned runs against the fucking Miami Marlins. 3 walks.
If you're fading somebody or rolling with them, like you can't give in baseball, you can't just give it one time. And this is for everybody in the chat. This is for you. And I know you probably know this, but like it's baseball, man. If you have an angle, like stick with it until it slaps you 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm actually going to back him here, I think. By the way, shout out Abel. Thanks for watching, Abel. See you soon, my man. Adrian Hauser 0-2 this year, but a 1.89 ERA. Two good starts versus the Cardinals, 5 2/3, 4 hits, 1 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks. At Baltimore, we know is now a pitcher-friendly ballpark, apparently. 3 2/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 Ks. 15th right now, these Brewers are against righties, and right now the Phillies are 12th. They're both at 99 and 98, respectively. So very similar offenses currently against righties. I took the first 5 under. I'm going to take the first 5 under. I think I already did, actually. I took the first 5 under here. Under 4. There we go. Under 4. Plus 105. Excuse me for that. First 5 under 4 here. Plus 105. I think it's at minus 105 as well. One of those weird things that I looked at earlier this morning. The lines basically kind of flipped. I was like, did I just write those wrong? But I know I bet them. I looked. I double-checked, too. I think Zach Wheeler has his good start here today. He's back at home. As you know, we've said on this program, he didn't have any spring training starts. Ixnizzle, welcome to the chat, my man. Thanks for watching. And I think he's getting there. I think he's getting there. He's working in the form, and I want to back him at home. Adrian Hauser's had a great year this year, and I'm gonna trust him. I normally don't want to put my money on that man, but I'm gonna put my faith in him today, and I'm gonna take the first 5 under, like I said.
So I have one. If I circle something as a lean, that means like I might play it. Like I really like it. I don't put a lean down for each game, and the only thing I have circled here is the first 5 under. So I like what you're going with that. Outside of this season with Wheeler, he's progressed each and every year, and you'll hear me every time I come on talk about this with pitchers. Progression is something that you want to see year in and year out, and he's had it. This year you said it. It hasn't been great, and 7.2 innings pitched. He's given up 10 hits and 1 bomb. I don't like it when people aren't missing bats, but that's such a small sample size. I would lean, and he doesn't look like I see anything wrong with his delivery or anything like that. So I would still lean with the career stats over what we're looking at right now for this season. And then, on the other side, outside of one season, you've seen year-end consistent improvement. I really like that first 5 under here. I do, especially with the Brewers have no approach at the plate at all.
Yeah, no, I mean it's. I think something's going to change in Milwaukee after this year. Craig Counsell's a great manager, but they're having a tough year, and I think they'll be tired of that stagnation. By the way, shout out to Nasty Nate, shouting out the Red Sox sweaty win last night. Nasty Nate, quick thing on that. I think that's going to be the most important win of the year so far. Matt Barnes comes in the 9th inning, gets a save, gets his confidence back up potentially. Trevor Story makes 2 gigantic defensive saves in the 9th inning too, gets his confidence up. Red Sox get a win, and I will get to the Rays-Red Sox game here in a bit, but Wander Franco against the Red Sox, every time just bet his overs and home run props because he's a menace. He just murders the Red Sox every time. He's a menace, and he keeps me up at night. He gives me nightmares. Next game is an ugly game, but I think it's a game I'm going to make an addition on. Sweet Dabby Cab here is speaking those sweet, sweet nothings to me, and I'm excited to hear it. Texas Rangers versus the Oakland A's, a guy we have faded successfully twice so far, and why would we stop? Cab, why would we stop?
We don't
Martin
stop.
Perez is horrid. Awful. I love him. He's from Venezuela. 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Dancing around those walks. Versus Colorado again. Start out the year, 4 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs.
Man, he's
on the road now.
He is a left-handed Martinez. I always say that. I think it's hard for some people to compare 2 pitchers if they're, one throws right-handed and one throws left-handed, but watch those guys' stuff, man. They are identical from, opposite arms. I'm telling you.
That's what I say about my man Tanner Houck. He's a right-handed Chris Sale.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, who are you going to say he is? I don't know about Chris Sale, man. Chris Sale might be.
He's a right-handed Chris Sale. Just watch them pitch. You'll be like, oh, okay, fair enough. Okay. Frankie Montas on the other side for the Oakland A's. 2-1 this year. We've seen him a couple times. 3.63 ERA. He is trying out for other teams. Of course, he wants to dominate. Nasty Nate, NBA Pub Hub is today. Yes, every day. Dutch is in the chat, so I'm sure he can ask what time, by the way. Versus Baltimore last time out, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits. 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 Ks versus the Orioles. And the friendly confines of the Coliseum, by the way, who cannot get people out there to save their lives. Unfortunately, going to plan, the Vegas A's will be coming soon to a casino near you. That'll be fun. Simple and sweet, Cab. You're going with the Oakland A's team total over 3.5 here?
Yes, I am. So like I was saying earlier, I don't back the Rangers, man. I can't do it, but I have cashed a team total on them. I've cashed first 5 overs on them 2 out of the last 3 days or something like that. And I was heavy leaning on the first 5 over here. But, with you said it with Montez, like.
Oh, I just saw the line.
What?
I've got to bet this. Yeah.
What is it?
It's -110. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was going to be a little higher juice, but I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, no. That's kind of what. So when I say like value, that's kind of what pulled me in there too. Like, man, Montez, he gives up a lot of home runs. Maybe so. If you're somebody who likes home run props, you might want to look at the Rangers home run props. But the thing is he's okay at missing bats. It's just when he gets hit hard, right? I think the A's need to win right now, even though they're having a decent season so far. Like, he's a good pitcher. This is the Rangers who beat him yesterday. I don't care if there's 162 games. They're focused on right now, right? They're focused on this game, and they need to win this game, okay? And if you need to win it,
so low here,
huh?
Why are they so low? Why is it only
they can't hit?
My God, this is shocking.
Think about what people just saw against the Orioles, man. For a full series, we just watched 10 runs get scored in the first 3 games by both teams total, right? And then we just saw the A's get shut out yesterday. Basically, they got 1 run, right? They're not scoring, right? They're just not scoring, and that's what everybody sees. And I could be wrong, but that's what my assumption is that people just see them not scoring, so they assume they're not going to score. Just like when I took the over in the Baltimore A's game in the first 5, I know I got lucky, but man, these are major league hitters, and this is Martin Perez. Yuck! Like,
man, I think I'm going to do something drastic with this game. This is shocking. I think I'm going to do exactly what Julian Cesario just said in the chat. A's team total over and the money line. I mean,
I don't hate that at all. I mean, think about it. Think about what you have after Martin Perez, right? Like if he does. Even if he does somehow pitch good, you've got the Rangers bullpen coming in, right? If he doesn't pitch good, well, that's good for us. And you still have the Rangers bullpen coming in. Nothing's a guarantee. It's baseball. These A's, they can't hit shit. I'm on their team total over here, and I like it. So
the thing that makes me feel better about betting this Oakland A's squad, on top of that, we say they can't hit against lefties. 12th in the league. 110 weighted runs created plus. 10% above average.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a small sample size as always. That'll come down, but I think Martin Perez is the guy that they can hit here. So I think I'm going to make official Oakland team total over.
I want to put one last thing that I thought out there for anybody who's thinking about this team total. It's like this, right? If Martin Perez goes 6 innings and gives up 2 earned runs, that's for him, man, shit, that's magnificent for him, right? That's what's considered a quality start in the major leagues. If Martin Perez does great and goes 6 innings and gives up 2 runs, we still have 4 innings of this Rangers bullpen to get 2 more runs. So yeah. Like I said, nothing is a guarantee, but I love this spot. It is what it is.
Now I'm trying to decide if I'm going to take the full game money line as well, or the first 5. I think I'm going to take full game. Honestly, I think Frankie's a great pitcher. And I think that he can give us a good outing in the first 5 innings. And I don't want to trust the A's bullpen. I can pull up the bullpen numbers in which I should have that.
I don't have a problem with anybody going first 5 on the Rangers. You're going against Martin Perez. it's exactly what we've been talking about, right?
Yeah, man. Jeez.
Or even I bet I don't get first 5 team total overs, which pisses me off because I promise you that's what I would be on if I got them. If I could get the A's plus 1.5 runs in the first 5, oh God, I would jump all over that, man. All over it. All over it.
All right. Well, we're going to come back to this game at the end to see what I make official here, but this might be an Oakland triple up here. And I don't traditionally want to triple up on a shitty team like the Oakland A's. But oh my goodness, I don't know here. And Moose Money trying to throw some cold water on
You
me.
got to. You
Thank you.
got to.
I need you, Moose Money, to do that. The worry for me and why I'm off the A's is having an inconsistent approach. And if it's a bad approach and they can make a bad pitcher look good, maybe it's versus lefties. And you're right. You're right about that. You're right about that. I will say I was very low on the A's coming into the season.
Mm-hmm.
There are cappers out there. Connor Mack and Jimmy both have said that they'd like the A's this year to go over their win total. And I disagree. I think
they need to hit the ball.
Yeah. But they've obviously seen the A's rebuild with shitty parts before, and they think they can do it again here. And there's no reason not to believe that. But
no.
Oh, man.
It's so hard to tell this early, man. I know that some people feel like they're starting to get a grasp of it, but no, man. It's so early still.
I did not have any bets coming into this game, and now I might end up having 3. So we'll see here. I'm very interested to see this game going forward, and I won't make anything official yet, but I am definitely leaning heavy. Oakland team total over 3.5, minus 110. Oakland money line, minus 130, and perhaps the first 5 added on there as well. Next game on this card, Cardinals, Cincinnati Reds. I do have a play in this one already.
Ooh, me too.
I'm going to have a lot of plays in this card. I can already feel that. Dakota Hudson versus Tyler Mahle, who now has an incredibly inflated ERA. I will personally thank the Dodgers. It was the Dodgers. I wanted to double check and make sure I had it right. It was the Dodgers that torched him. I had the first 5 under, and that lost, obviously. He gave up like 7 runs in the 4th inning. A blow-up spot for Mahle, 2 2/3. Yep, 7 hits, 7 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks. And I think he's still a good pitcher, guys. It's just the Dodgers. The Dodgers are a great squad. He plays for the Reds. I think he can still be a great pitcher. Dakota Hudson on the other side has showed his stuff. He has a 7 ERA as well. But I think he's not a bad pitcher either. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 2 Ks at Milwaukee. And then he played the Kansas City Royals, where he did okay again for 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned runs off of 2 home runs. You guys know how I feel about that. 4 Ks, no walks. We all know the Reds' woes. They are 2-12. They are spiraling into that disaster chamber. And by the way, shout out to the Reds. I believe it was like their CEO or CFO of marketing or something like that, who said he was in an interview and they were like, "Oh, where else are the fans gonna go if we stink? What are you gonna do? Be careful, or we might move the team." What an idiot!
Everyone's like, "Good, get the fuck out of here and stop making us pay our tax dollars to help run that field."
30th right now, the Reds are, and weighted runs created plus against righty. The Cardinals are 21st. I've been betting unders on the Cardinals all year, and it seems like they've been cashing, So I took the first 5 under 4.5 here, minus 115. I believe in Dakota Hudson. I believe in Tyler Mahle. Hopefully he doesn't blow up for me here, but I think he'll come back here and have a good start. What do you have here, Cab?
I don't hate that. I'm on the Cardinals first 5. I don't have my juice written down here. Let me pull up my phone. I'm on the Cardinals first 5. I think I got a money line. Let me see. I don't think I had to lay the 0.5 point today.
Well, that makes me feel a little worse about me thinking Mahle's going to come back here. But, I don't hate that, especially because it could be just 1-0. I've been, again, burned by that 1-0, 1-1, 0-0 too many times now in this first 5 innings, it feels like. But it really could just take 1-0 here. And the Cardinals are a good offense. I think they're 21st, like I said, in weighted runs created run plus, but they're 90th. They're only 10%. I think that number will go up.
I agree. So I got them minus 104 in the first 5 on the money line, on the money line, whatever. These 2 pitchers, like you just said with Hudson, man, I don't like the fact that you always hear me talking about not missing barrels, like, 8 hits and 7 innings with 2 bombs. I don't like that at all. But I also do like the fact that he doesn't walk people, and I'm not terrified of this Reds offense to, come in and drop a bunch of bombs. Not something that necessarily scares me.
Yeah, minus 110 for this is pretty shocking now that I'm looking at it.
And so on the other side, man, with Tyler, like, if you look like through his seasons, anytime he's seen real innings, right? I'm talking like 100 or more in a season. Anytime he's seen real innings, not good. Like all of his better statistical seasons are when he has very low amount of innings pitched. So, in this one, I just think that obviously the Cardinals are the better team here. I think Hudson can get by, with only giving up maybe a couple runs. And I think the Cardinals should be able to score a couple, like 3 maybe. So I took the Cardinals in the first 5.
By the way, shout out to Moose Money. He's got to head out for his game. He's a great pitching coach. And his only other bet is Mariners first 5 -1/2, which is what I also have too, Moose Money. And he had Matt Brash over 5.5 Ks of plus money. I love Matt Brash too. Shout out to you, my man, Moose Money. Good luck at your game. And hopefully another kid of yours throws a perfect game. Oh, yeah. And Ron Crawford saying sweet nothings to me. Oakland A's spreadsheet. I love that, Ronnie. Yes. I love that.
Great guy.
That's great. Ron, I'm dangerously close to tripling up on the Oakland A's, so I love to hear that. Jamal Martin, St. Louis, first 5 over 4.5 here. Jamal on the other side of me. He's going on the Dakota Hudson and Tyler Mahle struggle train again. I don't hate that. I mean, I'm on the other side. We can see what happens here. I don't hate when other people are against me. I am not all-knowing. And, I've been burned by that Cardinals team yesterday. So, Hunter Green, by the way, throwing slower than anticipated. That was worrisome. Very worrisome. Ryan Kozlowski, by the way, shutting out Bader, Goldie, Molina all have good numbers. Pretty good numbers, I should say. For versus Mahle. And Cardinals for the playoffs. Yes, that was one of my preseason bets. I believe it was Cardinals to make the playoffs at plus 110, minus 110, I believe. It was pretty
beautiful bet.
Pretty good. And Jamal saying hitters love Great American Ballpark. Yes, I think it's one of the friendliest ballparks, like top 3 or 3rd. It has one of the most home runs. So, yeah, I don't hate that at all. It is scary. I lost by the half run yesterday. I'm going back to it again. I might be just a big dumb idiot. So I don't hate that. Jamal, 10th game on the docket here. A very, very good game. Another under game for me, if we're going to be transparent here. Alek Manoah versus Jose Urquidy, Astros, Blue Jays. This could be a playoff preview. This could very well be an ALCS preview right here.
I think the Yankees are going to win the division.
Ooh, okay. All right. Alek Manoah, 2-0, 1.50 ERA versus the Oakland A's. He dominated as predicted. Well, I wouldn't say he didn't dominate. He had 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 6 Ks, 2 walks. He still had a good start. 6 Ks, 6 innings right now is a good start for a starting pitcher. And he definitely came off in a fantastic start in the Bronx. 6 innings, 1 hit, 7 Ks, no earned runs, 4 walks. Kind of hurt him there. I think he is one of those big game pitchers. He needs that atmosphere, that vibe. I think that, by the way, Anthony is just saying the Yankees are going to win the pennant. That is hilarious. I needed to stop and just digest that for a second, Anthony. That is funny. That's a good one. I think he's a big game pitcher. And I think he needs an atmosphere to come in to pitch. And I think he can go into this Houston Astros ballpark, which is usually a good atmosphere with good people.
He's a good pitcher, man.
And I think he can go out there and shove. Urquidy on the other side. Struggle bus so far. 4 innings pitched, 8 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 Ks at Seattle and then at LA. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, earned run, 2 Ks, 0 walks. I'll double check, but I have a vividness bias, as my friend Jimmy would say, about Urquidy being a much better pitcher at home, and the numbers back it. 3.34 ERA at home compared to a 4.05 on the road.
That's a very small difference.
I think very small.
That's smaller than you think, man. That's smaller than you think, depending on the sample size. I'm not telling you off of it. I'm just saying.
It's 90 and 97, so it is a smallish sample size. I will give you there. I'll take it though. Basically, I'm going first 5 under 4 here, plus money. That's what I got at plus 100. I can't wait for this game. I think it's going to be a great pitching matchup. I need Urquidy to bring his shit. And speaking of bringing their shit, shout out to Kyle Hentlian with the $10 dono. I appreciate you, my man. He is running hot.
5K, baby. Let's go. You got a parlay on that?
Yesterday, Kyle, I know they hit. I was watching it pretty intently, and I was thinking, damn it, I knew I should have tailed it again. It was the Giants, right? It was the Giants money line. He had the Nats. Yes. I remember that. He was a great bet there. I like the bet. I should have tailed it, honestly. Now today he's on Oakland money line. He's riding with the. I got it. Okay, so that's official. The official push to make the
They
triple.
better get me those damn 4 runs since everybody's
and he's on the Angels -1.5. Big bet on the Angels. 5K dogger on those Angels. We'll talk about them here soon. I cannot wait. That's gonna be a fun game to talk about. Yeah. Cad, did you have anything on this game? Like I said, I have the first 5 under 4 at +100. And by the way, Kyle getting another banner up there. I'm gonna make that note. Kyle gets another banner.
Man, I would lean on the Blue Jays in the first 5 here. Bro, when I talk about missing bats, that's what this guy does, man. Like, look at his numbers. Like, he gets swing and misses. He doesn't get hit very hard. Like, he keeps the numbers low on all of the slugging percentages. So I'd lean for the Blue Jays here, but like, God, the Astros piss me off so much, man. I don't know what to think about this damn team, man. They can't score anything. I also would maybe look at a team total under for the Astros, but it's just like, I know that they have the potential in the lineup. I'm off this game, man. I would look at a team total under for the Astros or maybe the Jays in the first 5, but for me, it's going to be a pass.
It's going to be a fun game to watch. I agree with you that these Astros cannot score, and they will not score off of Alek Manoah today. Fingers crossed. All right. Let's talk about them. These motherfuckers. Boston Red Sox, Tampa Bay Rays. A great win for the Red Sox last night. One that made me sweat my dick off. And I will say this is the most highly anticipated start of the year for the Boston Red Sox until Chris Sale starts this year. Garrett Whitlock, the best reliever in baseball, and I say that with my chest puffed out. The best reliever in baseball.
He can pitch, man.
He's getting the mound because Rich Hill is on the bereavement list, so Rich Hill will pitch tomorrow versus JP Fireeisen and the Tampa Bay Rays bullpen. I want to take the Red Sox money line here very badly. I said going into this series in my head, they're going to take the first 2 and lose the last one versus Shane McClanahan. I want to take him here, Cap. I really do, but I'm a little scared of taking Whitlock in his first start here. I mean, he's been dominant. We can go through his innings pitched so far.
How long do you think he's going to pitch?
He's going to go 4.
Okay.
He'll go 4 innings. He'll go if he's dominating, he'll go 4 innings for sure. Last time out, he closed out the Toronto game when Alex Cora wanted that game really badly. They used him as a closer. Versus Minnesota, 2 1/3, 2 hits, 5 Ks, 1 walk, no earned runs. At Detroit, 4 innings pitched, 2 Ks, walk, no hits allowed. Versus New York, 2 1/3, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 4 Ks, no walks. And that 1 earned run was a fucking DJ LeMahieu home run that made me want to throw myself in a hot tub and put a toaster inside of it. It's very annoying. And I'm going to agree with my man Brandon Porter here. I was thinking the same exact thing. It's a Red Sox play here.
So with what, like I told you, I write it like down and circle what I'm looking at, man. I can agree that it caps for the Red Sox here, and I can't get behind them, dude. Like I can't. I was on them the other day when I was texting you. I was like, these motherfuckers can't hit anything, bro. Anything. Like I can't get behind them. I might even lean like a Rays team total under, but or a first 5 under. But man, coming out of bullpens, like I'm off this game. But I don't hate the Red Sox look that you guys are talking about.
I'm going to take it, guys. We're solidarity here. My man Kyle, my man Brandon, we're going to do it. We're taking the Red Sox money line here today, man. I don't know what I'm a little scared about what I'm going to get from Garrett Whitlock getting his first career start in the Trop, a fucking weird ass place to pitch.
Man, so you've heard me talk about people getting their first starts and stuff like this game. Like you've got great pitchers and you've got, a good bullpen with the Red Sox, but like, damn, full games out of bullpen scare the shit out of me, man.
And and the thing that will scare me, I honestly, now I'm thinking about it. The thing that scares me here, the Red Sox bullpen was really used up last night.
There you go. I'm just telling you, bullpens scare me, man. I don't care how good the bullpen is. Like, I'm sorry. I just had to put the water on it.
No, I'm still going to bet it. I'm still going to bet it. I'm still going to bet it. If I lose, I lose. I'm still going to bet it. Kyle Hitley and my man, let's go. But I will say the face of the franchise, Hansel Roseblez, our best reliever apparently now. He pitched a lot yesterday. He won't be available, I'm sure. Jake Diekman, who is the most nerve-wracking pitcher in all of baseball.
Oh, God, that was...
In all of baseball. He literally is strike 3 or ball 4. That's what you get. Yeah. And it's a 50-50 proposition. It's terrifying. It's the scariest thing. And Matt Barnes will probably be available, but I would not consider him a top reliever. And of course, Garrett Whitlock is starting, and he is the top reliever. So it's a little worrisome. I'll admit, I'm a little worried.
Bullpens are scary, man. God, they're so scary.
But I think Alex Cora will win this game. Garrett Whitlock's first start. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Alex Cora is a smart man. He'll definitely use Rich Hill tomorrow. But it would be funny if Rich Hill just went ahead and piggybacked Garrett Whitlock here and just went 4 innings right after he did. And
that wouldn't be a bad coaching decision either. I mean, at all. If you, there's so many different ways you could do it though.
So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting.
You gotta go win the game ahead of you. You don't think about tomorrow yet.
Fuck, I've got so many fucking plays.
Jesus. That's what I'm about to say, dude. What are you at? Like 12?
Jesus Christ. I did not this happening. I said to Cab before the show, I expect like 2, maybe 3 additions. And here we are. All right. So this is going to be a sweaty afternoon, but let's continue the sweaty afternoon with another bet that I considered making, and I did not. The Miami Marlins, Atlanta Braves, Eliezer Hernandez, a pitcher that I like. I do like versus Philadelphia. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run off a home run, 5 Ks, 1 walk. A great outing after coming out versus the Angels away. 4 2/3, 5 hits, 4 innings or 4 runs, 2 home runs that day, 3 walks, 6 Ks. And Ian Anderson, obviously, immediately, if you watch his first start, he did not have his release point in his first start. He was not comfortable at all. The very same thing happened to Hunter Green yesterday. He immediately was not comfortable at all, and that made me shit my pants. He got through it, and the Reds, I should say the Cardinals actually blew it for me. But Ian Anderson, 2 2/3, 3 hits, 5 earned runs, 5 walks to start off. He bounced back, 5 2/3, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 7 Ks. I wanted to bet the first 5 under here. But I'm going to shot collar myself and say I'm not going to add another bet here, mostly because the Miami Marlins are 9th against right-handed pitching, 112 weighted runs created plus. So, maybe early numbers. Maybe this is a good lineup. And the Braves, we all know what they can do. 14th against right-handed pitching, 99. So right about average, but they are a good lineup. So I'm not going to move here. It's going to be a stay-off game for me, a rare stay-off game for me. So I'm going to keep moving on. Cab, do you have anything for you?
Nothing on it, man. I'll just say Anderson, I know he sucked, but I see a whole lot of upside in him, a whole lot of upside. I don't know if I feel like betting upside, but I see it, right? Hernandez, I always talk about this. He misses bats, man. He gets a lot of swings and misses, and that's something I really like with the pitcher. I would also lean under in the first 5, maybe a no-run first inning here. I've kind of laid off those because of, infield singles and shit beating me, and then the game, there's 1 or 2 runs at the end of the 5th inning. And it's like, okay, why the hell didn't I just play the first 5 under, right? So I haven't been doing the nerfies, but I would look under first 5 or a no-run first inning here.
By the way, I don't have my, let me see if I've got the guest schedule written down here. The 30th, actually. So I guess that's next Saturday. Next Saturday, I have an extra special guest who no one knows, I should say. It's only extra special to me. No one knows this person. He doesn't do content. He's a recluse. He's my version of Peter Loshak, I would say. But I got him finally to come out and do a show with me. He's coming on Saturday. He was doing some research on baseball. And he told me historically, the first inning is the inning with the most runs scored in it.
Absolutely. That's not a surprise at all.
I was shocked to hear it, honestly.
Yeah, you got to get comfortable on the mound.
Sense.
Yeah, you got to get starters need to get in a rhythm, man. That first inning is a shit shoot. That's why I was saying I don't stay on it. Like, how many times you seen somebody give up 2 runs and then just settle in and mow through 4 innings?
Yeah, it really does happen often. And that's a little bit, maybe that's a little bit of the reason why I haven't bet a no run in the first inning in a little bit. You know, like everyone knows they're my favorite bets to make, but I just have not. I have not gone there yet. And by the way, DJ Big Boss, Pete is one in a million.
I'm excited to hear what your buddy says, man. But personally, that bet is such a coin flip. It's like what I just said, man. It's such a coin flip. Like your pitchers, like if you're capping it at a pitcher standpoint and you're getting up these no-run first inning stats or something like that, man, I don't know, man. I'm not sold on that bet. At first, when I first started capping baseball, I loved it. And the more I've thought about it and bet it, and I see people do wonderful. I mean, hell, Troutwham kills him almost every day. He hits that shit left and right. He's making money on it. But for me, bro, no, it's a coin flip for me.
And by the way, shout out to Nutflush Allen in the chat, who's with DJ Big Boss and all those guys. Ragu there with you guys. Shout out to you guys, everyone, in Vegas right now. I wish we could be there. Would be a lot of fun being in Vegas.
Hell yeah.
A lot of fun. Better than in Tejas. All right, next game is another game I don't have anything on because they decided this pitcher very late. Trevor Williams and the New York Mets. Trevor Williams coming out of the darkness, saying, hello, I'm here, versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Humberto Castellanos, who just went against the Mets, at the Mets, 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 walks, a strikeout, no earned runs. Last time out. He had a couple relief appearances this year as well, but I didn't think they were very necessary. He's had a pretty good year, Humberto. I would consider him one of my least favorite names in baseball because, as you can see on the screen, it makes it very hard to read when you have a long name. So I don't appreciate.
You don't say the H, Jose. I thought you would know that.
Well, I mean, have you seen my name?
You just said Humberto.
I'm going to keep calling him Humberto. By the way, we use this theorem thinking that the Mets would touch up Gallen yesterday after seeing him again in such a quick succession.
Hey, I put that in the chat. I said, guys, pitchers actually like throwing against teams that didn't hit them good. I tried to give a little heads up.
That makes a lot of sense. 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 7 Ks, 1 earned run for Gallen yesterday. And right now, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm off this game. The Mets are 3rd against righties in the league, 139. I just don't want to bet this game, and I don't trust Humberto, I guess, and I'm going to continue calling him Humberto.
Okay.
Anything?
No, I don't have anything on this, man. I'd lean Mets, but I'm not even going to go into it. I'm not going to play this game.
Okay. All right. Brandon Porter, by the way, I think the Reds shock Vegas visitors on this beautiful Saturday. Ugh. Look at that.
Let them shock them with the 9th inning walk-off. Let me get my first 5, then I don't care what happens.
Yeah, keep it low scoring at least for the first 5 innings. That'd be nice. I don't hate that. I mean, it's a low number for a reason. It's pretty low, so I don't hate that at all. I love a contrarian bet. Next game on the docket, I've got the perfect guy to talk about it. I might just let you introduce this game. Tyler Anderson and the Dodgers. Every time I want to say the world champion Dodgers, but they're not. 10-3. Dodgers are versus the Padres 9-6. Yu Darvish. Good one, bad one, good one, bad one. I don't know. We'll see here. Dodgers
good one, bad one, good one.
Oh, well, you're right. Dodgers offense has been phenomenal, obviously, but not against righties so far. 96th, a little below average against righties. Tyler Anderson has had 2 identical starts. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 4 Ks, no walks. At home versus Cincinnati and away at Colorado. So it will. Well, first of all, if he goes out there and, in fact, goes another 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned runs, 4 walks, no strikeouts, again, exactly, he's a wizard. We'll start there.
Yeah.
He's done it twice. A third time, he's a wizard. I'm off this game, but I'm sure that you Darvish at a plus money price is very appealing to you, Cap.
Oh, bro, you already know I took it, and we'll see what happens, man. But I always talk about like swings and misses, right? Go like pay attention to those. Pay attention to how many hits per inning a pitcher is giving up. Pay attention to how many home runs per inning a pitcher is giving up. You want to see how hard they're getting hit. Are they getting people to miss with and Darvish does that. He's always done that. He's always going to do that as long as he pitches. Okay. And that's that. And I love that. Yes, he's going to have blow up games, and shout out to Moose, because he told me about an article that was, not even from after his bad game. It was before it, talking about how bad Darvish is in cold weather. And it was cold that game he blew up. I hated pitching in cold weather. Like, I hated it. I didn't suck like Darvish sucked that game, but I hated it. And what do you say? What's up?
Fucking Brandon Porter. I should have the breaking news drop here, but I don't. John Means, TJ. Fuck.
Shit.
Brutal. Continue.
Shit. Okay. But yeah, man, he doesn't get hit hard, right? And with Anderson, he's the exact opposite. He gives up a lot of home runs, man, a lot of long balls. And this is baseball, so the stadium and the atmosphere isn't, as important as it is in, say, college football or something like that, right? But yeah. This state, I don't know, because I was on the Dodgers first 5 yesterday, and then I also hopped on them live when they got down 1-0. I took them minus 1.5 at plus 193, which was a good cash. That stadium was fucking rocking yesterday, man. They were excited to play the Dodgers, and
they always are.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's Saturday. There's going to be some high energy, a good atmosphere, something that Darvish didn't get to experience a lot with the Rangers. Man, yeah.
You're talking me into it slowly. I'm not going to make a play because I've already got too many. I've got entirely too many.
But yeah,
you're talking me into it.
And I could go on and on about Darvish and his stuff, but it's, Sharpie, shout out to Sharpie. He came into Razor's Cash It show yesterday, and we were talking about this, and this is a stat, because, I'm looking into, you can cap baseball 100 different ways, man. So this is a stat I don't think I would have saw, but he gave it to me about the Dodgers, how they hit righties only if they throw like 94 or better, right? And Darvish isn't going to be doing that. He's going to be throwing that movement. He might hit 94, but he's going to be running it in, running it out, moving the ball. And with a team that hits so well but struggles against righties in certain situations, I think this is a go get it, Darvish. Let's go get a big win at home on a Saturday in front of an excited electric crowd, man. Like, yeah, I love it. So I took Padres in the first 5 on the money line.
No full game?
No, I don't double down, man. I've had it, and it's not that there's times when I really want to, but I swear to God, if I make 2 plays in a game, I don't care if it's baseball, basketball, or football, I will lose both of them. So I don't do it. There's no rhyme or reason. It just happens.
Well, DJ's convinced. Dodgers first 5.
He said Dodgers, though, so I can.
Dodgers first 5. He's convinced. There we go, DJ. I'm glad that we could help you. Brandon Porter says another trap game. Take the Padres. Abel A putting up a good point. I mean, Dodgers own the Padres. That is historical. Like the last 4 years has been.
I'm going against the best team in baseball here. It's not something I love. It's not something I love, but it is what it is, and it's what I'm doing.
You want the Dodgers? I mean, yeah. This is a rivalry game now. This has been the hot rivalry for the last couple of years. And I hate to break it to you guys, but
umpires matter, especially with electric crowds. You see what Porter said? I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I agree with you right there. Matt Foster, 3-0 to the home team.
It matters, man, because umpires, it's a subjective thing, and it's not like they're not trying to pick the home team. That's not what's happening, right? It's just they're trying to set their zone, and the main goal with the umpiring isn't so much to call it perfect as it is to be consistent, right? So if you call it a little bit off the black once, you got to call it again and again and again. And he might be one of those umpires that, as he gets the crowd behind him and he's enjoying calling these strikeouts, he doesn't even know he's doing it, but he starts favoring that home team, right? I've seen it happen so many times.
I'm not going to make it official, but you're looking at it. We're looking at it. Next game on the docket is a game that I should, quote, blow my load on, according to...
Hey, DJ Big Boss said I'm reaching, but just so you know, I didn't just play baseball. I umpired also. I maybe I wasn't explaining it right, but I know what I'm trying to say, and I've seen it firsthand multiple times.
By the way, Noli knows in the chat, the Lord of Unders. I would call if we're gonna get into family trees here, Noli is like my actual dad because we look alike, and Jimmy's just like a stepdad. And I have learned a great deal from watching Noli Cap, and I appreciate my man Noli knows for watching, and I can't wait to have him on the show on the 1st, I believe. First is going to be a good time. So shout out to him, and he's saying not a rivalry, and because he's a Dodgers fan. That makes sense.
He's saying the Padres aren't good enough for it to be a rivalry. I get it.
It's the Giants. It's the Giants. It's the Giants. I get it. Angels here for Kyle Hentley, and like we said, and I think I didn't make this mistake yesterday. I'm not going to do it again. I don't know how I'm going to bet the Angels here, but I'm going to bet the Angels here at some point. My man Kyle, look at him. Angels money line, Angel -1.5, 1.5.
Love it, Kyle.
1.5. Noah Syndergaard, who you proclaimed is the word I was looking for. There we go. Proclaimed was back immediately. First start out, and he's backed it up since then. At Texas, a great lineup that we know of. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 Ks, no walks. Versus the Houston Astros, another lineup we think is good, but struggling right now. 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Baltimore stinks at hitting.
Oh, yeah, they're bad.
This feels like and I don't do this often. This feels like a first 5, like -1 spot.
I wish it was so I could get a better number, man. My book had like both of them had -0.5. It's something terribly juiced. So, I mean, hell, I took the -1.5 on the full game here with bad juice.
-135, that is for you guys, Kyle and Cab on Bovada right now. I could take.
Oh, wow. I got it -119. That's shot up. And that was this morning when I locked that in.
Well, there you go. So money coming in on the Angels, too. Yeah, see, even if I took a first 5 -1, it is -130.
What?
Sheesh.
What? That's gone up a lot since this morning, man. Because I locked it on the bet stamp and put the bet in at the same time this morning at -119, and that must have shot up since then.
Brandon Porter making a good point. Orioles dugout, clubhouse, whatever you want to call it, probably just gets that news about John Means getting TJ. That must fucking stink. Your ace starter, the guy that's supposed to carry you throughout this whole year, immediately done. Yeah, I think this is just a little bit too juicy for me, honestly. I'm not going to make anything official here. I want to. I think I'm just a little bit too late, unfortunately. If I would have jumped on the Angels immediately, perhaps the -1.5, like you got at -119, that's pretty good there. I think.
Now that I hear that, I love it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be. Yeah, I think it's going to be a beatdown there. And by the way, Abel Average, living out a dream of mine, bought tickets to take my pop to the All-Star game in Dodger Stadium and the Home Run Derby. That is a dream. So, Abel, enjoy that. That's going to be fucking awesome. And just know that I am incredibly jealous.
That's awesome.
One of my goals, Cab. Well, I would say a prediction goal thing that I want to aspire to is that, and I would say in the next 3 years or so. I don't know how far the All-Star game are set, but Fenway Park is going to host the All-Star game soon and the Home Run Derby, and that's the one I'm going to.
Man, maybe we'll make it a homie trip. That sounds like a blast. I haven't been to Fenway Stadium, which is crazy because I've been to so many stadiums, but I've actually never been there.
By the way, DJ Big Boss is a Dodgers fan. Don't get personal on him, Kev.
Hey, DJ Big Boss, bro. I first off, as soon as I read that, I was like, shit, it does sound like I'm reaching, doesn't it? So no, I get it, bro. Don't think I can. I don't take things personal, man. No bitch in my blood, man.
No bitch in my blood. By the way, JPZ, yeah, All-Star is in LA this year. I mean, it's a great city. By the way, you know what? I can see it. Brandon Porter making a good point. Looks like Hunter Renfroe a little bit. You look like Hunter Renfroe with the hat on.
I swear to God, I hear like a different person like people give me like a different person every time. It's just like I cannot look like 100 people, bro. Like that's not possible, right?
Playing right field, looking ass. My God, that
Bro,
is.
I will hose your ass from right field. Try and go home on me. Try and go home. I will.
Yeah, I
No.
mean, his UCL might be detached after, but he'll throw your ass. That is funny. A little bit of Renfro. You can see it.
Yeah, for sure, big boss, for sure.
Oh gosh. By the way, everyone that's watching, I am going to Fenway Park this year in September. September 13th through the 17th, I'll be in Boston. There's 2 Yankees games and a Royals games I'll be there for. So if you guys want to say hello, the say hey streak will be fucking high at that point. And navigating the Boston trip and the say hey shows will be interesting. But we'll be doing it, and I'll be at 2 games at least, probably 3. And Anthony, hope you don't get one of those many obstructive views. Anthony, if we do, we'll just be out at the bars, or I should say not the bars, but, the stands, getting the bevs, blah, 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 all that stuff. And Kyle Hentley, and of course, light you up, my man. We've already got people we know up there, too, so it'll be fun. Last game on the docket. Kansas City Royals, Seattle Mariners. I think, honestly, this was my favorite bet of the card. I bet this one. This was my first bet last night.
I want to hear it.
Bet on Brash, man. Matt bet on Brash. I've been on him all year. I love him. After that first start, I was like, whoa, all right. Real deal James Neal right here. Real deal Matt Brash. Chris Bubich, the boob man on the other side. He has a 10 ERA. I'll keep this one very simple. I don't even need to read the pitcher's previous starts here. Matt Brash, very good. Chris Bubich, not good. Mariners against lefties, 8th, 126 weighted runs created plus. Royals, 26 against righties, 76th. Seattle first 5 minus a half here, minus 110. Seattle Mariners in some form or fashion. Dabby?
Only way I'd play this game, man. There's not much to say other than what you just said, man. This Royals team, I'll admit it, man. I was high on them coming into this season, and I'm wondering why the fuck I was thinking that. Yeah, man, I agree with you completely. This Royals team is they are just so weak right now. I don't know at so many different parts, of their team. They have so many holes right now, and I don't know how I didn't see that preseason. The Mariners here would be the only way I could play this for sure. Maybe an under, maybe, but probably not.
DJ asking why the total is so low, because the Royals cannot hit
anything. A beach ball. They can't hit it.
Everyone in baseball right now is hitting worse than usual. Well, worse than ever, I should say. Like I said, we mentioned earlier in the show, lowest average since 1871 in baseball right now. Lowest average ever in baseball. So all these numbers are now going low, low, low. And I will tell you guys this now. Eventually, this is all going to flip. Eventually, Major League Baseball is going to be like, wait a second. The chicks dig the long ball. We need the baseballs back. And then, that's just going to happen. So it's going to be one of those things, man. It's just like the sticky stuff last year. The beginning of the year, it was
I'm going to reach again. I'm going to reach again for DJ Big Boss, man. Please. How many people were sitting at home eating fucking Cheetos on their couch during the lockout, right? Like, how many hitters are still not seeing the ball the way they should too? I know that there's other outside reasons why you're saying that the average is so low, but getting timing and seeing live pitching, that I don't care how long you've played the game, like you need it, right? You need it, and it's something that comes with time. I wonder how many people didn't come into the season ready, right?
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point. Unusual off season, obviously. And teams are starting to spend money too. So I think that's another curveball and all this. I think at the beginning of every CBA, teams spend money, and then as they go on, it trickles off, obviously. So there's a lot of factors in here. The Mariners obviously are one of those teams that are trying to win now, and I think it'll be interesting. But Like, they got Eugenio Suarez, who swing and miss guy, contact very low. Jesse Winker so far has not been doing that either. Yeah, Adam Frazier is one of those guys you think he would get on base a lot, but I really think it's the baseball too. Honestly, I really think they've been fucking with the baseball for such a long time now, and they just keep changing it. And I'll tell everyone this as we keep on moving on. I have Seattle first 5 -1/2 -110. It's at -125 at Bovada right now. I'd still take it at that price, to be honest. Cab, did you have anything official in this game?
No, but that's what I would do if I was playing it.
Okay, so let's move on here now. Will, this is now story time a little bit. Betting Major League Baseball is such a fickle bitch, Cab. Do you remember our beloved Field of Dreams game last year?
Yeah.
I bet the under in that game, thinking there's a new batter's eye back there. It'll be weird, whatever. It's going to be different. Motherfuckers put the juice ball in there because they wanted better numbers and better offensive rating, and that was proven in the offseason. And they used juice balls in London when the Red Sox were there with the Yankees, and they scored like 50 runs in 2 games.
Yeah.
So that's just something you've got to be plugged in with. You've got to know like this what's going on in Major League Baseball in general, because
look at the, and I haven't done it, right? But if you want to back up what you're saying and stop making it sound like, you're not sure, but you're pretty positive that these balls have been messed with, right? Look at the exit velo on when the hitters are hitting the ball. Let's see if that's dropped from last year, right? You know how your spin rate is for the sticky stuff, right? Well, there's where you can judge this. Like, how hard is that ball coming off the bat, right? Does the distance equate to the speed it was when they were hit last year? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
All right, Cab. This has been a hell of a show. Thank you, everyone, for watching. 129 people. Thank you, guys, as always. Hit the like button on your way out, by the way. We're going to get into best bets here. And fucking shit, I've got a lot of them. I have so many bets. Let's you know what, Cab? I want you to go first here.
Gotcha, because
I wanna situate myself here for a second. Cab, please go ahead. Tell the people what you've got cracking today.
Okay, so I got San Francisco in the first 5 on the run line, -0.5 run, -110. I got the Angels on the run line full game. So it's -1.5 runs at -119. I think that's moved, like we were talking about. I got the first 5 on the Padres at +100, so even money. I took the A's team total over 3.5 at -119. And then I took the Cardinals in the first 5 at -104 on the money line.
All right, Cab. Let's go through this, and I'm going to make all this official here. And I'm also, as you look at me sitting here, I'm also making the bets as well. So we'll start off with what I had coming into the show. I had Minnesota first 5 -0.5 at +105. I have Milwaukee, Philadelphia first 5 under 4 at +105. I also have the Cardinals, Reds first 5 under 4.5 -110. Houston, Toronto first 5 under 4 at +100. And the Seattle Mariners first 5 -0.5 at -110. All of that was tweeted out last night. And by the way, someone mentioned that I forgot the first 5 in my tweet when I tweeted it. Thank you for calling that out. I would not have noticed that. I appreciate that. I also tweeted it at 140 because I don't sleep, I guess. I don't know. And now for the additions on the show, which are voluminous. And I need help remembering all of them.
Doesn't that mean like enlightening? Like
that is illuminous.
Oh, okay. Heard you wrong. Okay, good. Thank you. Go ahead.
I got you. English is my second language, though. So
yeah, it's like my 5th. So cussing and music and like that's about it. My English though, no.
Fair enough. I'm going to make the Oakland triple up official. The Oakland triple up. I am trusting the Athletics.
Say that again and make sure you want to do it.
I am trusting the Oakland Athletics. Stay rooted in Oakland. It is in Oakland first 5 -0.5 at even money. Oakland money line, -130. And Oakland team total over 3.5 at -110. Making all those official. I am trusting the Oakland A's very heavily tonight.
You are.
I'm a little worried about it. But we will see here. That is going to be an interesting game. My eyes are going to be fixated on it. I don't have Jimmy's sweaty hand syndrome, but I will be pacing up and down the place I will be watching that game from. I'm trying to find where Oakland is right now on my freaking Bovada right now. Oh yes, it's Martin Perez. And by the way, now that I'm betting it right now, I'm getting a -135 instead of a -130. So Oakland money is coming. So that is interesting. I'm also taking the Red Sox money line +108 officially as well. Garrett Whitlock, man, I'm trusting my boys in the chat here. They'd never steer me wrong. And
don't put it on them. You're a big boy.
They'd never steer me in the wrong direction. And I think it's going to be great. Anthony, by the way, giving us a compliment. Great show, Hunter. Great show, Jose. Appreciate it.
And thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. I'll do my best. I promise.
So my first question for you, Hunter, is how are you feeling today? How's the arm? And where are we going at the plate today? I think I forgot who you're playing today already. All right, you're playing the Phillies. How are you feeling today at the plate, Hunter? Renfro. I'm talking to you, Hunter Renfro.
Was he really in here, or is this a joke right now? I'm so confused.
I'm talking to you, Daddy Cab.
Oh shit! What, bro? That went so far over my head, man. I'm glad
that we're all on the same page now, everyone. Everyone in the chat is on the same page. Thanks everyone for watching. A lovely ending to this show. I'm only going to call Dabby Hunter from now on. Hunter Renfro. It's going to be a great show. Thanks everyone. Roy for watching. I appreciate you, my man. Mr. I would say that is the real DJX, I believe 214. Most of my games are pick'em spot. That's a good thing, I guess. I hope that is a good thing for you, Anthony. Kyle Hentley, and appreciate you. T, by the way, got the over in the A's game. Great call, by the way. Kyle as well. Cannot wait for that. Sean, of course. Hopefully we're one step close to that. I cannot wait. Jamal, Nats team total under 3.5. Don't hate that. That's what we were talking about at the beginning of the show. It takes big balls to take unders, team total unders. I love that. Love it, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow on the show. Dabby, you got the day off tomorrow. You were supposed to go yesterday. You had a quick switch from today. I appreciate you for helping me out on that aspect. You helped me out greatly. It's great. By the way, Ron Crawford says, Dabby, call him.
I got you. I've been planning on it.
You want a female to say that, but when Ron Crawford says it, it feels just the same.
I was about to say it's almost as good. It's like when Ron Crawford says it, it's up there. It's up there.
It makes me feel just as good. And by the way, J.A. saying you don't like Toronto. I do like Toronto. I like their first 5 under in that game, and I do like the Blue Jays. I think they will win that game, by the way. But yes, thanks everyone for watching. We're going to close it out. I'm shitty at outros. I'm always rambling and such. So we're going to cut it off here. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you guys next time.